Larger warheads, which cause more significant damage and have great destructive power, have begun to install the Palestinian political military movement Hamas on their missiles. However, military experts say that Hamas' move will not be successful, and the results are already visible. Many missiles fired from Gaza crash into Gaza precisely because of the larger volume of the warhead and made them much less effective than previous Palestinian rockets. According to the official information spread by the Israeli authorities, a little over 2,800 rockets were fired from Gaza in the direction of Israel, of which 430 exploded in Gaza. Israel claims that these 430 missiles were the cause of the death of more than 20 Palestinians. Iran does not organize attacks but supplies missiles. As early as yesterday, May 15, we announced that, according to information from our field source in Syria, Iranian transport planes had delivered short and medium-range missiles to pro-Palestinian groups in the Arab country. Proof of this was the rocket attack from Syria on Israel in which one missile crashed in Syria, and the other two fell into empty and uninhabited fields. Israeli Defense Forces spokesman Jonathan Conricus confirmed this information from BulgarianMilitary.com and the field source at the same online briefing we mentioned earlier. They are not involved in organizing specific actions and do not control either Hamas or Islamic Jihad, but they are the largest suppliers of weapons to both Islamic Jihad and Hamas, he said. Iran's indirect involvement is no secret, especially since Tehran has openly told the world that one of the goals of the Iranian people is the open destruction of the Israelis. Earlier today, China called for the creation of a Palestinian state. According to Chinese authorities, the two states, two peoples formula is the UN's path to ending the decades-long conflict between Palestinians and Israelis. This position is stating in a press release issued by Chinese State Councilor and Foreign Minister Wang Yi. China will host an open debate on the Palestinian-Israeli conflict in the Security Council tomorrow, and we hope that all countries can give a concerted vote on this issue. China believes that the Security Council must reaffirm the two-state plan, and call on both Palestine and Israel to resume peace talks based on the two-state plan, as soon as possible, Wang Yi said. It is clear from the statement that a telephone conversation between the Chinese foreign minister and his Palestinian counterpart Qureshi was held on May 15. Qureshi fully supports China's position and agrees with the idea of two states, two peoples, and the start of peace talks between Israel and the Palestinians. China blames the United States for escalating tensions in the Middle East and accuses Washington of standing on the opposite side of international justice. The violence began after the focus fell on controversial judicial and political actions over the Palestinian-populated Sheikh Jarrah district of East Jerusalem. An Israeli court initially ruled that Palestinians should be evicted from the neighborhood and be populated with Israelis. A hearing on the eviction followed, but it never ended last Sunday and was postponed. On Monday, Jerusalem was subjected to a brief rocket attack by Al-Quds and Hamas with a request on the eviction decision. Israel did not comply with the Palestinians, which led to a retaliatory strike and a rocket fire between the two countries for the second day in a row. According to a field source, Israel has involved fighter jets and tanks in the conflict, which are hitting 130 targets in the Gaza Strip. These goals are related to the Hamas movement. According to the Israeli authorities, these goals are also associated with terrorist organizations. The international community welcomes the actions of Israelis and Palestinians, but as statements from both sides make clear, both sides may reach no agreement soon.